So, whatever shape you take, seated, on your back, standing, let there be a still point that allows the eyelids to seal and shade or to have them 1/10 open, just enough that you can turn the gaze inward. And in that moment, be anchored in your essence, whatever that means to you. To me, it's dissolving what was happening before this moment, and it's letting go of preparation for what will happen next. And it really does allow for absorption in what is. I'm seated, or I'm standing, or I'm on my back on my mat. I'm following the trail of my breath enough that I have a way into breathing. And I feel myself unhooking from anything other than me on my mat. And so, even with a smaller meditation, the invitation is, how may I be here right now? This moment. And so you set an intention for this practice, a mantra, a dedication. And if you are reclined, join us seated and bring your hands to your heart center. And be a little more elevated in your chest and the crown of your head. Alert back body, receptive front body. An audible release that just lets the jaw drop and go. And then a devotional Om. Inhale. Exhale. In breath. Oh. And then blink your eyes open if they weren't already open. And let's just start by rubbing our hands together. So I like the friction, the rubbing the hands together, the feeling how even in just rubbing my hands together, there's a tidal shift in my body. My legs feel a shake, right? My belly, everything feels this. And it's just my hands rubbing together. But maybe it's more significant than that. So we'll just rub together. Hands, yeah. And then let's just slowly rub down our right arm. Just rub down your right arm, front and back. Just kind of not just warming, but also the touch of yourself. Because I don't know about you, but boy, has it been a long time since I've had a massage. So, like a little self massage, if you're lucky and you get them regularly, someone is nice in your household, please don't tell me. Okay, switch to the other side. And maybe, it's also a great awakening. So you can rub faster, slower, deeper. I don't know how it feels in your body, but I am aware that, boy, I haven't done this for myself. We're going to go back to that right side. Yeah, we're going to do the chest and get into that side a little bit. And if it gives you a little rotation, good. You can get over the traps, under the traps, wherever, maybe that side, down that thigh if you're cross-legged or on your shin. Just a little more on that right side. And then we're going to go to the left. Okay. And what I'm hoping actually happens for you is a great awareness that this body of yours, the landscape, isn't just the arms and the legs and down dog or the front and the back of the trunk. Make sure you get all these little areas. And then just take both hands anywhere you need them. Maybe don't forget the back body and kind of love up yourself for a moment. Like just like rub and love yourself. Ooh, how lucky I am. And then pause and just feel. Right. And I don't understand what I feel, and I'm not trying to explain it. I just feel something. And that's what this practice is about. This feeling. Okay, so you can hit your playlist and come into the pose of the child, or you can go right into all fours and take a dozen breaths in through the nose and out through the nose to move any way you like. Okay, any little shift, any little nook, any little cranny in your body that needs it. Maybe we didn't get to the top of the feet. So if you need to pat them out, or do whatever you need to do, whatever it is, let the expression of your vessel just awaken today. And I do realize we didn't tap or rub our face, so you could do that as well if you feel like you missed out on some area. I'm feeling that kind of shedding through the torso and knowing, a dozen rounds of breath is 24 breaths, 12 in and 12 out. So that's a significant amount of time even there. And you can move into that third dimension, anything you need before we kind of streamline it into an experience. And I think and I feel and I notice in my body, that's what keeps me coming back to my mat, is that it's an experience. And each time I arrive, it's a different one. It's nuanced. And if I can come to my mat that way, maybe hopefully I can come to my life that way too. Everything is shifting. So whatever you need, I have 3 more rounds of breath. Maybe you're a slower breather than me. And friends who started in child's pose, hopefully you've added some movement. Maybe there's even a feeling and a quality of spiral in your body. The pulsations. So when you're ready, come into downward facing dog, pedaling your feet. And even here, feeling that foot ankle and how it travels up the front and the back of the leg. And sometimes you'll even get an adjustment through the spine. So walk your hands to the back of your mat, super slow, and let your whole body bend one knee and the other. And almost like seaweed, start to kind of come into the sense of how you want to move. So what I'm really saying is whatever forward fold you want to take, if you happen to peer up, you'll see I'm just bending one knee and the other and kind of walking my hands side to side and letting my breath massage my body. Something I always consider is, how could I bathe in my breath? How could I bathe in my breath? Yeah. And then walk your hands back just as gracefully, just as slowly, just as mindfully into down dog and pedal the feet again. Rinse that inhale and that exhale. Let's inhale to the plank pose and then exhale to the dog. Two more, okay? Inhale, plank. You can ripple through or it can feel more linear. Exhale, dog. If you want to ripple, I always notice bending the knees supports that last one, right? So you could scoop and round until you find yourself in the plank and then bend the knees and lift and move through. And now let's inhale to that plank and lower our knees and our chest and our chin and just stay for a moment and then point your feet. Slide forward, my friends. Roll your thigh bones in, reach your arms back, palms face the floor, lift the chest. Add the legs as long as there's safety in your low back. Lift a little higher, and then gently release the toenails to your mat, hands under your shoulders. Narrow the elbows, that means toward the spine. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lengthen the front body and lower down. Let's do two more. Feel those elbows drag toward the feet. Lift, lift. And then release. On this last one, if you'd like to lift your hands, feel free. Inhaling, buoyancy in the lungs. Lift those legs. And then slowly push back through child's pose. Right here, let there be that expression of length through the torso and then downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. So you can hopefully feel this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're practicing this, that we are moving in a way that allows the liquid in the body to just feel like it's flowing. Surfing is what I think of it like. Inhale to the plank. This time, let's lower slowly all the way down as if the air is thick. So it's a decelerating high plank to the ground, a decelerating high plank to the ground. Roll those thigh bones in. Take your hands behind you, grab your bottom, squeeze your elbows, and then lift your chest. As you lift your chest, lift your legs. As you lift your legs, squeeze your elbows towards each other. One more lift, and then gently release. Place the hands under the shoulders. One low cobra. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, release. Push back through child's pose. Lengthen that spine, lengthen that spine. And then find your way into downward facing dog yet again. So here you are in down dog, lifted through the sit bones, lengthening and breathing, breathing and lengthening. Walk your feet now slowly to your hands. So especially those of you who like to jump, walk as if you're kind of crawling on your toes. So I'm walking really slowly. And then again, check in with leaning and rolling right and leaning and rolling left. So a real free form in your body, a real feeling of moving the springs. And then slowly place your hands on your shins. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, come all the way up, rounded or straight. That's your choice, rounded or straight. Back bend or not. And pull the prayer to your heart and stand still. If it feels safe for you, close your eyes for a moment. As you peer inward from the top, could you lengthen a little more through the crown of the head? Let the ears move back a bit and the chin level. Let that plumb line of you, your essence, your rasa, just drip in ears, shoulders, ribs, pelvis, knees, ankles. so that you can feel the verticality with ease. No hardening in chest. And then when you open your eyes, infuse that intention, that mantra, that dedication. Inhale, arms up, little or big back bend. Exhale, fold forward and down. Let it be like a waterfall. Let it be like a waterfall. Inhale, lengthen. So everything feels like it has a wave like quality. Exhale, right leg back. Lower the right knee down, the top of the right foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, puff the chest, rise the chin if it feels right. Inhale, reach up. Good, arms down, exhale. Left leg towards straight, outer left hip back. The breath moving you. You can be arched in the spine or rounded. The breath moving you. Bend the left knee, left hand to hip or skyward. Easeful twist. Move that water. Move that water. Left arm over, hand down, plank pose, just pouring the breath through the body. And here we go, very slowly lower, very slowly. When you get halfway, you can roll over the toes and come into up dog, or you can go all the way to the floor and go into low cobra. And then over the toes you go, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, wag the tail, whatever you need right now. We are coming into the space of the body with patience and with a clarity that all you need to be more graceful is to unhurry. That's it, unhurry. Lift the right leg. I'm certainly grateful for that. Bend the right knee. Let the left heel lower and stir the right thigh out, down and around 3 times. And again, whatever you need, circle can be big or small. Go the other way. And when we do this, can we have gratitude that you can even just tell your leg to do that? And then rise that right leg. Right knee, left elbow, you come on to the left toes to make that happen. And then spring the right leg back and up, lower the left heel. Right knee, right elbow, scoop the navel. And then up. And then knee to the chest, the chin, the nose. Quietly step the right foot forward. Look forward. Launch the left foot forward. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale. Tip the chin forward. Long spine. Exhale, fold. What a blessing to be right here, right now. Inhale, come all the way up from earthing the feet all the way up. All the way up. If you want to add a back bend, let it happen. Can't force this river. Fold forward and down. Exhale. Can't force this river. Not today. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Exhale your left leg. Let it move back. Lower the knee. Top of the foot. Here you go. Pelvis descends. Rise those arms. Come on, friends. Bend the elbows. Puff the chest. Maybe the chin rises. Inhale, steady reach. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right leg straight. Ball of right big toe grounded, or you flex the entire foot. Deep awareness of feeling without judgment. Bend right knee, right hand to hip, or all the way up. Softness through the left elbow. We're avoiding blocking and locking because we want the tide. Reach over. Hand down the rivers to move through. Take the right leg back, plank pose. You know, you have child's pose. You have knees, chest, chin, or you do a very classic high plank to low, low cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. And each breath nourishing you and reminding you, a real reminder, just be here. Bony rhythm, breath. Inhale, rise the left leg, bend the left knee, out, down, and around circle, out, down, and around. My little furry friend is Really joining in today and around. And then we go the other way. Up. Keep feeling for that right heel, yearning for the mat. It might not touch. And then reach the left leg towards straight. Take the left knee, the right elbow. You come onto the right toes for that. And then rise. Left knee, left elbow. And then up. And then a deep rinse, knee to the chest, the chin, the nose. Step forward. Look forward quietly. Step the back foot forward. Mindfully elongate your spine. This is called Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep forward fold, Uttanasana. Rooted through the feet, reach up and rise. Urdhva Hastasana, little or big back bend. And the Sanskrit is here to inspire, not intimidate. Exhale, flush as you fold. Inhale, lengthen. You can jump back or step. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha or Bhujangasana. Adho Mukha. And we let ourselves just be paddling feet, breathing. Yeah, so here you are in down dog. I'm looking with kind eyes for those of you who wonder. Remember the bony rhythm in the arms. You spread the fingers, yeah, like starfish. And from that elbow to the thumb, there's a feeling of length. And from that elbow to the shoulder of opening. Yes, and the skin on the back of the neck is supple. Lift through your sit bones. Bend your knees when you exhale. When you complete that exhalation, look to your thumbs. Figure out how is the water going to current you forward. So step, float, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in your knees, sit your booty down, Utkatasana. Zipper those legs if that's what you do. If your legs are zippered, zipper them. If you like your feet apart, have them apart. And then let's sweep our arms back and rise our heels. Palms are forward, yes. And then lower your heels, sweep your arms forward, lift your toes. Tongue doesn't have to do this, just the arms and the feet. Arms go back, heels rise. Heels lower, arms come forward, toes lift. Be here right now. One more. Arms back, heels rise. Heels lower, toes lift, arms up. Inhale, really reach, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, whatever you need. Chaturanga. It's smooth, wave-like quality. Downward facing dog. Right leg will lift. Right knee this time will go to right elbow first. You don't have to, you get to, and then rise. Right knee will go to left elbow. Feel that spin rotation and rise. Nose, there's a scoop through the navel. Right foot forward. Hands on hips, back heel off the mat. So my back heel is off the mat. My hands come to my hips. I squeeze my elbows towards each other. Inhale, straight and strong through the right leg. Exhale, bend. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, be soft in the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Now take the left arm up. The right hand can stay on the hip, or you can let the right arm weight the side bend, and maybe you sit a little lower into the right thigh. Make sure your nose kind of pulls back a bit. I noticed I was poking forward. And then inhale, come up through center. Left arm forward, right hand can stay on hip, or if it feels available, right arm can reach back. And then the left hand touches the floor. Right hand lengthens you to the ceiling. If you're looking up, that's your drishti point. If you want to look down, if you have a sensitivity in the gaze, that's fine. Right arm comes over, spin your right ribs higher. Take your right hand to the floor and then plank pose. Chaturanga, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Start to notice how your breath is the conversation. I am inhaling. I am exhaling. Especially if you're anything like me where your mind
wants to start talking. I am inhaling. I am exhaling. Inhale, lift that left leg, stay curious. Left knee, left elbow, and then rise. Left knee, right elbow, and then rise. And then knee to the nose, the chin, the chest. Step that left foot forward. Bring your hands to your hips. We are not in a rush. If you are faster or slower, we pause and then we floss. Inhale, cohesive opening through the right side. That's what we offer ourselves. Exhale, sit. Inhale, exhale. Just one more. In and out. Nice. Now you reach the right arm up, the ribs funnel. You can take the left hand. You don't have to. Long lines. Sweetness and strength. That's what the sacred texts say. Inhale up. Stiram and sukham. Right arm forward. Left arm back if you want it. If there's any kind of resistance, hand on hip. Breathe. You can look forward. Right hand floor, left hand stays on hip if it was there, or skyward. Smooth and deep rotation. This is actually like a little internal shower for the organs. Reach over. And then when the hand comes down, plank pose. If you feel like you need more, take 3 chaturangas. If you feel like you need less, go right into child's pose. You want to go up dog, back to chaturanga, down dog. I hear you. I feel you. Hear your breath in. Note your breath out. And this time, let's walk the hands to the back of the mat. Hey, Blue, no. Walk the hands, sorry for that yell, to the back of the mat. Feet together, bend the knees, Utkatasana. You just heard a little sound. He's being sassy today. I apologize. Okay, arms come down. You're at the back of your mat. We do a 3-part inhale, okay? Sniff, sniff, exhale. You might hear him bark again. I can't control him. That's what the universe tells me. So arms are down by your sides. It's inhale, inhale, inhale. Open your mouth. And we go in, in, out. Let's do a few more rounds. In, out, in, out. How about 2 more rounds? In, out. Last one, in, out. Inhale, spring up. Reach those arms wide, swan dive forward. If that doesn't feel good, your hands would go through center. Inhale, lengthen. Take your hands, walk back, down dog, because you were at the back of your mat. Inhale, plank pose. Onto the right hand. I bet you didn't see that coming. Vashisthasana. You could be on the right forearm. You can lift the left leg. You could take it into tree. You don't have to lift it at all. Breathe. Reach the left arm over and then place it down. And yes, we're going to go immediately onto that left side. So there's no waiting game. Hand reaching, forearm if you needed it. Right leg lifted if you want it. Right arm over and then down. You can go into down dog or a bonus chaturanga, only if you want it, not because you think you have to. And then lift your right leg. Knee to the nose and up. Knee to the nose and up. One more, knee to the nose. Step the right foot forward, left heel in warrior 1. So heel to heel or that right leg in its own lane. Outer rim of the back heel. Cut it forward, hands, hips, cactus up, and then sit into the right thigh. So right here, from the platform of your feet, siphon up that earth energy and let it just move through you. Remember, in every shape in yoga, we want to be able to reclaim a little shimmy. So it should never, it feels like it feels, but if it feels thick like cement, soften. Okay, soften. And then we'll take both hands forward into the top of the left corner of the mat. Sit and let your head lower.
Outer right hip, glide it back. Smooth your breath out. And plank pose. Plank pose. You know how you want to move. Move the way you want. Move the way you want. It's a gift to move in this body. Lift the left leg, knee to the nose, and up. Two more. Like a pendulum, the thigh comes forward and rises. On the last one, you can use a little of that momentum to step the left foot forward, turn the right heel in, take whatever expression you want, knowing that you're moving through this. Right? And that comes back to that receptive, responsive, reactive. Reactive, is it happening to me? Responsive, is it happening for me? Receptive, is it happening through me? That's how I see it. I'm not sure that's how it is, but that's what's been coming up for me. When I'm reactive, I think, is it happening to me? When I'm responsive, I think, is it happening for me? When I'm receptive, is it happening through me? Arms come forward, top right corner of the mat, sit, breathe. And the truth of those words is they came through me, to me, for me in a meditation. Responsive, receptive, reactive. Hands down, vinyasa. And maybe it'll resonate for you, through you, to you. I don't know. Just a blessing to be here. Bend your knees when you exhale. Look to your hands. Step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, humbly bow, humbly bow. Bring your hands to your heart. Keep your knees bent, Utkatasana. Keep your hands at your heart with your knees bent and bring your gaze forward. Okay, take your right elbow, so I'm mirroring you. Your right elbow outside your left thigh. Your right elbow outside your left thigh. Smooth your breath out. Sit here for a moment. And then inhale, spring up, come all the way up, straight legs, straight arms, little or big back bend. Exhale, bend your knees. Take your left elbow outside your right thigh. Breathing is the way. Inhale, move the water, come all the way up. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Exhale, right elbow outside. So nothing is cranking, nothing is rushing. Inhaling all the way up, just moving. And if you feel like, exhale, twist left elbow. If you feel like you want to linger longer, absolutely. Inhaling and twist, exhaling. Last one, my friends. Inhaling, exhaling. I notice it's like taking the breath into the accordion of my ribs. Inhale, come all the way up. Fold your elbows, side bend over to your right. Side bend over to your right. Relax your shoulders. And then lift your left leg out to the side like a little windshield wiper. Maybe it goes high, maybe it doesn't. Lean back a smidge. And then when you lower the left leg, come back through center, reorient your feet, ears back like that plumb line moments ago, side bend over to the left. So we're streamlining, lift the right leg, our energy today. Navel center integrated. And then come back to that center space. Take the hands underneath the base of your skull. Offer up a back bend. Now, not a big arch nor a tuck, somewhere right in the middle where there's that uniform ripple. I like a little bend in my knees because I know I lock and I want to feel like, what if a divine hand was behind my heart center and it just massaging it forward, bring forth that beautiful heart of yours, my friends. Bring it forth. Do not hide it. Seek it out.
And then as you come up, stack, have softness in the knees, sweep the arms outside your thighs, outside your thighs, outside your thighs. If you need to look at the screen, go ahead. Take your hands behind your knees. Right elbow grabs left, right hand grabs left elbow, left hand grabs right elbow. Sandwich your chest to your thighs. Nestle, however you say it, your nose in between your knees, and just give yourself a moment. Collect your energy. And then place your hands on the mat, heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. You're at the top of your mat. Yes, it's a slow moving train this morning. And you come into Malasana squat. This concept inside us is everything: questions, answers, curiosity. So today we're going to do that Kriya quickly. If you don't want to do the Kriya, you can do a vinyasa. We're going to use nadam, sound, to penetrate layers. That's what we say in Sanskrit. So we go sat nam, or you add sat nam, or you go all the way up sat nam. It's a quicker Kriya. Sat nam, we're moving and flushing. Sat nam, we're breathing and bathing. Sat nam, we're gathering and releasing. Sat nam, we're flowing. Sat nam, we're flourishing. Sat nam, last three. Sat nam, last two. Sat nam, last one. Sat nam. This is our aliveness. This is our aliveness. And thank goodness we're here together. Even though we're apart, we're here together. If you want an arm balance, you can do Bakasana. If not, stay another breath in the squat. For Bakasana, friends, I look down, my hands as if down dog, my knees wedge elbows, or maybe higher armpits, right foot, left foot. It's your faith. If you don't feel willing, you're capable. If you don't feel willing, you don't do it. Glide back, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Exhale. Speaking of nadam, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth. Let's do one more. Inhale. Simply lift the right leg and step the right foot forward. Come into warrior two. Hands back on those hips. Squeeze those elbows to be bright in the chest. And then inhale, right leg towards straight. Exhale, bend. Two more. In breath. Out breath. Ungrip your toes. I'm just suggesting that because mine were gripping. Inhale. Exhale, sit. Now lower the left arm, reach that right arm back. Breathe. 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 Inhale, come up through classic Vira 2. Exhale, sit. And then inhale towards straight in the right leg, firm connection of the right foot. Extend side body, slurp thigh bone in, and let that right arm land where you want. Left hand can stay on hip, or take whatever expression you want in your body. If you don't know what you want, less is more. One more round. Bend the right knee, forearm can return to thigh for that long side angle, or arm can be on the inside, and then the left hand hip. Straight up is one variation, over is the classic. And as you all know, binding if it does not translate into an unattractive face. Everything is this reflection of your inner divinity and grace. Your inner divinity and grace. Now we will go into Ardha Chandrasana. If you want to take that left hand back to your hip and slide your right foot back to lean and lift. So we stack the left side of the pelvis. You could look down. Please be sure right foot is straight, not turned in or out. A smidge of a bend in the right knee is very mindful. You might grab that left foot and kick it back. You might not. Sometimes you get a nice little cramp there. Oh, hello. More breath, more breath, more breath. Take the left hand to the floor, the left foot toward the sky, or maybe it's toward the baseboard. Roll that left thigh inward.
Lift the left leg a little higher for one more moment here, and then land that left leg all the way back. Sit deeply into your right thigh or on your left toes and twist here with the right arm skyward. I am. Satnam, I'm breathing. Okay, friends, the exit is really an entrance. Right arm on the inside of the right thigh. Walk your hands left. Roll those toes in. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. You may or may not feel like you want to widen your stance or narrow it. Breathing and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. As you lean forward, lengthen. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hands to hips, squeeze those elbows. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn the right foot back to straight. You can move the left leg into its own lane. I have about my legs distance in between my feet. Craft a breath that allows the left ribs to coax forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Hands can maintain on hips or framing right foot. You can stay right here. Obviously, some of you know you can twist in the triangle. So the left hand can come outside the right foot. You can twist. Not a real big crowd favorite here. Not a real big crowd favorite, twisting triangle. It requires an attentive self, an open attitude, intention of being here. Now, if both hands were on the floor, just everyone move your left hand into the left lane and slightly forward. Left hand into the left lane and slightly forward. Right hand to the hip. Oh, yes, twisting half moon. So, same shape you just did. However, that left leg moving in the direction of horizontal, the right leg vertical, and then we twist. Oh, hello, right rotators. I don't know what it feels like for you, but it's a lot for me. And guess what? That rinse, that shower in my abdominal cavity, I'm glad I didn't eat a lot this morning. And then land the left foot next to the right. Yes, I said that. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat and squat for a moment. Just squat and notice in your blueprint, what's happening? And then inhale, slowly come to stand. Slowly come to stand. If your body feels like something is happening on one side that has yet to happen on the other, yes, you're paying attention. Let's take our cactus arms. We're going to cross that midline and floss with a sat and a nam. That's good for the toes, or a sat and a nam. That's good for the thigh bone, or a sat and a nam for the leg. It's not a long set sat, nam. It's just you, sat, nam, flossing. Go, sat, nam. You don't have to go quick, sat, nam. You can go slow, sat, nam. The leg doesn't have to lift, sat, nam. I'm giving you all the variations, sat, nam. So it's not an excuse of why you can't, sat, nam. It's like, why not, sat, nam. Yes, I can, sat, nam. Yes, this is work, sat, nam. Yes, you're open, sat, nam. Yes, you can, sat, nam. Last two, sat, nam. Last one, sat, nam. And then ground. I call that effervescence, whatever that is that comes up, whatever it is. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Feel that come into your essence, your rasa, your flavor. Inhale, spring up, Urdhva. Hastasana, exhale, fold forward and down. You got this, my friends. Inhale, lift the chest. Step, float, or fly, chaturanga. Step, float, or fly. Fancy, just lift the left leg. Step the left foot forward, warrior two. Hands on the hips, squeeze the elbows. Yes, I shifted my position. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift those arches of your feet. That's where the core begins. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Arms level, right arm back and down, left arm up. Yes, the hand could be on the shoulder. Remember, whatever's going on in your body, full permission to modify. Full permission.
Sit a little deeper. Inhale, come up. Exhale, travel by lowering that left thigh. And then inhale, left leg to straight. Utthita Trikonasana. If stance is too wide, narrow it. Your most lovely expression. Your most lovely expression. Extended triangle. Slowly bend your left knee, forearm to thigh, or arm on the inside. Utthita Parshva Konasana. Long side angle. Yes, yes, yes. And it does feel like a blessing for me to be able to move in my body, this body, capable and willing. The right hand can come to the hip. You can slide the left foot in. I have to, otherwise my head will go into the wall. And then Ardha Chandrasana. You may have forgotten. Luckily, I remembered. Okay, look down at the left foot. Breathe. Breathe for your visible or invisible neighbor. If you're bending and grabbing the top of the right foot, ask yourself why. Oh, I know why I'm doing it. My quads on the right want more grace, not for the visual, for what I feel that you can't see. All right, my friends, extend, extend, and then roll. We split our leg here. And if you want to lift that right leg higher, you do. And if you do not, you don't. And then very, very slowly, you'll land on those right toes. The right hand's already on the mat. You'll twist into that crescent. Yeah, let's see it. We'll twist into that crescent. Yeah. Yeah, these look great. More breath. You're doing wonderful. You're doing wonderful. Smooth, smooth. Good. Now, do you remember the exit? I do. The left arm comes on the inside of the left thigh, and you walk your hands right, to the right, and your toes go in and your heels go out. This is Prasarita Padottanasana. Yes, it is. Inhale, lift your chest. Now you can take your hands around the outside edges of your feet, your peace fingers to your big toes. Lengthen and fold. So the key here is I am active. I am actively feeling what's happening without overdoing. Without overdoing. And some of us, myself included, that overextending can happen. So we walk ourselves through what would it be like if I modified and I saw moderation as the way. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Pivot so the left foot leads and the right heel, the right cuff of that hip rolls forward. Yes, you're prepping for twisting triangle or hands down. Inhale, lift chest, front and back body gathered. That means co-contraction to me, and then fold. Softness, breath, gratitude. Now you can stay here, or the right hand comes classically out and you twist. Whatever you are experiencing in Parvrita Trikonasana, twisting triangle, it's just you and it's moving through you. It's moving through you. And no feeling is final. No feeling is final. Okay, when you take your right hand down, you move it all the way over to the right lane, slightly ahead of the shoulder, left hand to the hip. You launch and you lift. You roll that right thigh left. You can keep the left hand on the hip, or it's that juicy twist. And hopefully in the gut, it's helping you twist, twist, twist. And then the hand comes down on the left, the right foot joins
that left, and then you heel toe your feet and you get another squat here. Checking in. What's happening? Am I still watery? Am I still watery? I hope so. I hope so. And then slowly come all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Bring your feet together. A gathering of that tidal being that is you. Turn your right foot. So I'm mirroring you, your right foot out, heel on ankle, above knee, or assist your tree. Pick it up and put your hands in prayer. The Soham and the Satnam are a framework for repatterning. Arms can come up if you like, for repatterning. It's a practice. It is not result oriented, even if you want it to be. It's not extreme stretching. Hands to the heart. It's extreme compassion. Right knee forward, left knee bends. And you know what's going to happen. That right leg's going to go back. Take it back. Your hands can stay in prayer. They can go all the way back. Yes, take flight. Beautiful. Spread and open that chest. Nice. That's it. Beauty within you. And you are that expression of it. Be not afraid to fail. Land that right leg. Come to stand tall. And then you get a real awareness. Certainly is sweet to have both feet on the ground. And then we travel right back to that framework that we talked about earlier. Long. We're moving the water through our body today. Turn the left foot, heel, ankle, let it go where it wants to, or assist it. The truth is, my friends, we're always moving the water. We're just actively reach up, paying attention. And some days the trees sway more than others. Hands, heart, left knee forward, right knee bends, take it back, traveling through you. Yes, so beautiful, so beautiful. Whatever it is, you're enough. Whatever it is, you got this. And then slowly land. So it's been a while. We're just going to rinse it with the arms crossing different way each time. And the sound of just below that navel centric chakra of ha or hud or hung. And there's a rebound that happens. So you can be right here. Ha, ha. You can go onto the toes for a little calf raise. Ha, ha. You can lift the feet. Ha, because you feel a little springy. Ha. You can bend the knees and bring it all together. Ha, go. Whatever you want. Ha. Ha, just make the sound, ha, like you're rinsing, ha, you're rinsing, ha, you're flushing, ha, you're letting it be, ha, you're letting it go, ha, you're using the sound, ha, without judgment, ha, without evaluation, ha, we are joining, ha, the expression, ha, of rinse, ha, of release, ha, of begin, ha, again, ha, right here, ha, of cleanse, ha, of you, ha, what is it? Ha, doesn't have to be a jump. Ha, could be a jump. Ha, we only have a few more. Ha, get involved. Ha, with yourself. Ha, in the experience. Ha, of the now. Ha, of the now. Ha, of the now. Ha, last two. Ha, and one. Ha, just move the hips, the arms, putter the lips or the shoulders. Whatever it is that needs to just ungrip, dissolve. If there's a padding, if there's a moving, we have about 3 rounds of breath here just to feel, right? If there was an area you didn't tap before that you want to tap into, this is this practice, tapping into your frequency. So many of us are distracted, are scrolling, imagination, yeah, right here, right now. Yes, this moment, yes, and then ground. Sweep your arms up. Inhale. Look up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift your chest. You can jump back, you can step back, you can crawl back, and then you lower all the way down. Just lower all the way down. We're going to recreate many breaths ago, that feeling of holding on to our bottom and squeeze the elbows and lift the chest and then lift your legs. Now, right here, can you bend your knees and can you lift your thighs? If it's too much, back off. If it's not enough, lift slightly higher. If you want more, lift a little more. And then gently release. Yes, we are in the home stretch. Bring your forearms forward. Knowing we're in the home stretch, we're just going to milk a little bit the chest forward. So roll the thigh bones in, lift for low, medium, or high sphinx. No tension in the neck or the shoulders. It ought to feel a beautiful blossoming through that uniform back bend. A beautiful blossoming. We're putting it all together, my friends. You are complete with you. Come all the way down, bend your knees. Now you have two options. One, interlace the fingers and lift the thighs for skydivers. Two, grab the tops of the feet, kick the legs. Maybe close your eyes. Again, it's not a result-oriented practice. Maybe lift through that heart space. Maybe bend your elbows, kick your legs. Why? Why would you want to go higher? What is it that you know? And then release, release. Flip over onto your back. Just flip over onto your back. Keep your head oriented where it is. Just flip over onto your back. Okay, bend your elbows like there's a block in between. And if you need to look at the screen for a moment, I get it. Bend your elbows, there's a block in between. I'm gonna imagine there's a string at my heart. I'm just gonna float my heart and my chin up. Okay, just my heart and my chin. I don't know if you can see because blue might be in the way, but my heart and my chin. And then I'm gonna let my back of my head come down and keep my chin lifted. Back of my head's on the mat and float hips up. Push arms into the floor. Push arms into the floor. Lift actively. Lift into the space of you being the bridge that is a walking path. That's what the name of this shape is. Setu Bandhasan Sarvangasan, a bridge with a walking path, and then slowly come down. What if we all start to see ourselves that way? I am a bridge with a walking path. I'm here to be in service. Lift again, lift again, lift. Now, yes, you could go into wheel if that's what you want. Yes, you could lift a leg, or you can just be here and imagine, what would my life be like if I was a bridge with a walking path? And then slowly come down, come down, come down, come down. Hug your right knee into your chest. Curl your head and shoulders up. Hug your right knee into your chest, curl your head and shoulders up. Take your interlaced fingers behind your head. You can keep your left heel on the mat or you can lift your left leg. You're going to twist to the right 3 times, 2 times, 1 time, and then you're going to take the left arm outside the right thigh and you're going to twist 3, 2. Yes, this was a twisty practice. 1. Good. Then you'll come down. If you lifted the left leg, lower it. I would like you to grab the outside edge of the right foot for a half happy baby. Half happy baby, or really, what is it? It's a lunge on your ceiling. Release the right leg. Fold the left knee in. Maybe lead with your left thumb when you're crossing your fingers. Pull it in. Lengthen that right leg. Curl your head and shoulders up. The right leg can stay on the floor or you can float it. Hands behind your head. Twist to the left. 3, 2. Yes, my friends. 1. Take the right arm outside. Curl again. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Half happy baby. Right? If you are really direct, really precise, really laser like with those twists, guess what happens? 3, 6, that's plenty. Okay, pull both your knees into your chest. Hug them in for a moment. Take your hands behind your head. Lengthen your left leg. Twist left elbow to right knee and switch. And switch. And switch. That's 2. You can do 1 more or 6. total. So I have 3 more, and then we'll do a full happy baby. We will not need a twist. If you think you do, I can't understand that. Come down, happy baby, right? There were so many twists today. You'll need a lot of water. And then I'm going to ask you to go into Shavasana this way, okay? Let your legs go long. I want you to curl your head and shoulders up. If you have to hold your head, go ahead. I want you to fist your arms, your hands, and your arms. I want you to lift your legs. Oh, tight, 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 tighter, 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 tighter. And then let it go down. Now, if that did not relax you, you can do it one more time. Head and shoulders, arms, tight, tight, tight. Putter your lips, do whatever you need to do. Let it go, my friends. Let it go. Let your eyes soften to the back of your head. Let your scalp release. Let your jaw have slack. Let your throat be open. If there's any residual tension in your body, scan for it and let your bones be heavy and reclaim, I am enough. I am divine. I am the grace of it all. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare Hey Nam Tanarayana Vasudeva Hari Om. If you need more time to restore, to refuel, stay as you are unraveled. If you're ready, if you're wanting to move, now is the time. Remember, you're still unhurrying, you're still moving with water, and there is no rush. For those of you who do come up to seated, your hands come to your heart center in prayer, honoring your teacher that is the one within you, the one without you, the seen and the unseen, the visible and the invisible support. Namaste.